Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for the month of June 2019, and this is for you coming from Gemini. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me a message and I'll reply to you. Now, we're going to talk about the first 15 days of June. And the card that I pull for you coming from Gemini will have to do with your job. So, it's a very, very good card. It's a card of Gemini itself. So I would say that if you're looking to change a job, if you're looking to increase the possibility of earning more money or more status from your ongoing job, everything is very, very possible. So work hard and do your best to show what your capabilities are at your place of work. And you're going to have that lucky break. Somebody's going to notice the good things you're doing. And so the first 15 days are wonderful for you in your job area. And even if you're looking for a new job in the first 15 days, go ahead and try your luck. Something good should happen. Now we will go to about business. And well, this is a good card in many ways. I see the signs of Saturn there, which is always long-term goodness. But my worry is that the situation in the first 15 days offers you too much possibilities, too many possibilities. And so your money or your plans or your energy is going to be scattered in the first 15 days. The key word is focus. You have to focus in the first 15 days. Otherwise, you're going to have all kinds of stress later on of taking on too many commitments, putting your money out to too many possibilities. So don't do that part of it. But the chances of doing well are there, but be choosy and focus. Now we will talk about romance. So the first card I pull now will be to do with your new romance, whether you can find it. And if you find it, it's going to be a very good one, it says. This person will be very helpful to you in many ways and support you in many ways. So you're getting a bonus when you meet this opportunity for romance in the first 15 days. So go all out and grab it, and you will see that you will do very well with this new romance. Now, what about the ongoing old romance? Let's see how that is going about. And it's a card that says, number one, there are too many issues, and this puts your ongoing romance in trouble. So is you listening to me. So in the first 15 days, don't bring up these thorny issues. Leave them alone. It's only 15 days for you to leave them alone. And so if you do, then the situation will be better. And your ongoing romance, either you will have good news to bring home or your romance partner may have some good news to bring home. So there's something worth rejoicing in your first 15 days with your ongoing romance. And now about your marriage. Let's see what this card says. All right. Well, I consider this a good enough card. It says there's support you will get from your family members and from your marriage partner, and there's opportunities. If there's only one downside, either you or your marriage partner wishes to dominate in the sense that their idea or their wishes should be complied with. So to make your situation happy, and since you have listened to me saying this, why don't you let your marriage partner have his or her way? And it's going to be then a wonderful first 15 days of June. Simple as that. Now we're going to talk of your last 15 days of June, and you coming from Gemini. And we'll talk about your job firstly. Oh, this is a problematic card. It says, well, I'll get straight to the point. It says it can be as bad in the last 15 days that you can lose a job. That's the worst thing that can ever happen. And if you're trying to apply for new jobs, you won't be very successful, or whatever you get won't be very good. So it's a down, this card is a downside card. So you want to work hard where you are. You don't want to lose your job. So put your shoulder to the wheel this last 15 days of June. Show your superiors, your bosses, how hard you can work. Try to keep away from trying to stand out, be part of a team, and that way let the 15 days pass. Now we will talk about your business, if you are in business or if you wish to be in business, should you or not, and you shouldn't, because it says there's only money to lose. And so even if you are already in business, don't be adventurous trying to add new things. Tell yourself difficulties are bad enough. Even collections will be difficult. There's a emptiness in this card where finance is concerned. So you don't want to take risks by adding into new businesses. Just go on with whatever you have, do your best, and let these 15 days pass. Last 15 days of June. Now we talk romance, a new romance. So let's see if the new romance can be found. Yes, the new romance can be found. And the new romance, it says, can be a very difficult one. So finding a new romance in the last 15 days, don't rejoice. You got to be very careful. The temptation to go there would be there. But I would say there are many losing things. Firstly, the differences of opinion between you and the new romance will be bad. Secondly, you may get a new romance partner who has the underlying aggression and a bad temper. So play a waiting game. Play for at least 7 days when you have met this person. For 7 days, take it easy, study this person, and only after that react. Now about your old existing partner. I'm getting many strange messages here. Okay, now about your old romance partner, which means the one you've been having for the last 15 days. And this is the black moon. So the warning is that if you're not careful, there will be gloominess, there will be unhappiness, and there can be a breakup if you're not very careful. So be clever about it in the last 15 days. If you want to save your romance that's ongoing, you'll have to be very smart and just walk gingerly and don't bring up issues that are going to hurt the romance. Now about marriage. So let's see in the last 15 days of June what your marriage card says. And well, it says too many people are interfering in whatever decisions you or your marriage partner want to make. Is it your siblings? Is it your parents? Well, keep them out of the way. Try to keep everything between you and your marriage partner, and there will be more control in the last 15 days. Otherwise, family interference or even from friends, there can be wrong advice given, and then the problem is there. So it's a problem last 15 days. Don't let it get worse by listening to outsiders, and tell your marriage partner to keep the problem between the two of you, and you'll be able to solve it better. Now we'll go to your lucky ages. So there'll be some from you who are listening to me who are going to be very, very lucky in the month of June. Let's see who you're going to be from Gemini. All right, from this card, I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, you are going to be one very lucky person, whether in romance, whether in marriage, whether in job, whether in business, whether in anything. You are the chosen one to celebrate. If you are not of these ages, then you will need to see me for a 90-minute session. And during this 90-minute session, based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms, we'll talk about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Let's talk about that later. Now, I want to talk to you about your lucky dates, DATES. And so there will be certain dates in the month of June which will give you all the luck you need in whatever you want to do. And the dates are going to be the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd. The 5th, 14th, and 23rd. You see, Kabbalistic cards have zodiac signs, have planetary signs. That's why I use them. So the 5th, 14th, and 23rd will give you whatever you want. Is it a new romance to help your marriage? Is it to get the good news from your job or your business? So bookmark these dates. And even if you want to go to the casino, the 5th, 14th, 23rd, make a go. And you will get some benefit or another. Now your lucky colors. So let's see what this card says about lucky colors. I'll have to follow the planets on that, not follow the colors. And the planets here are, well, there are 3 planets here, the Sun, Mercury, and Uranus. And these normally give a conflict to each other, but for the sake of colors, I'm going to choose the color white. So wear plenty of white in this month of June, and you will get that energy from planets. Whatever color you wear waist upwards, that opens a channel of energy to a planet that controls that color you're wearing. That's the way thinking goes. So if you wear a lot of white in June, you will be opening up your channel of energy to planets who can help you in business, whether in job, whether in romance. So all that will happen for you. So wear plenty of white undergarments, top garments, hold a white handkerchief, that will do as well. Now I'm going to talk to you about direction energy, because there are 9 planets chosen to look after Earth, and 9 planets are surrounding Earth. And so when we look north, south, east, or west, we look at the planet. You coming from Gemini. Now, looking at this card, I'm going to favor northeast for you for the month of June. So for whatever you want to dream about, to plan, to do, whatever you wish for, whatever you want to be inspired, face northeast, and you'll become very, very lucky, because the energy coming from there for the month of June for you coming from Gemini would be the perfect kind of energy. Now, I have a 90-minute session, and during this 90-minute session, I will talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. That will cost you USD $50 for this 90-minute session. And I will talk to you about all ages and your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions, a lot of energy from the universe, so that you get on top of this 7, 8, or 9 years. And I'll give you on top of that everything that you could wish for, how to get that. And I will show you, because there's a supernaturalness in us. And it's a question of how do you get to that supernatural in us. So I will show you that as well. And I will read your palms, and I will look from there to see whether the palms are going well with your horoscope. If they don't, then it's going to be an up and down period. If they do, then you'll be a very lucky person. So send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I will reply to you. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you a good month of June. Thank you and goodbye.